Hello, I'm Sean Gaston. I'm a reference librarian at Emporia State University Library, William Allen White Library. And I've had some questions asked to me about deep brain stimulation in Parkinson's treatment. So I created a little guide to try to help you find some resources for more information about that. This guide can be accessed at University Libraries and Archives, LibGuides. You go to Deep Brain Stimulation and Parkinsonism. So this little guide is split up into two different categories. We have for basic background information on deep brain stimulation and Parkinson treatment. Actually recommend that you start by looking at some of the websites because they have some pretty basic information about deep brain stimulation, especially in relation to Parkinson's disease. And that would be over here on this side of the screen. You can also watch a few videos. We have a couple of just general videos for information on deep brain stimulation for Parkinson's disease. And then we have a couple of books here. This one, Deep Brain Stimulation Applications, Complications, and Side Effects, actually has some articles on the topic of deep brain stimulation and also provides some answers to frequently asked questions on the topic. I highly suggest checking that one out. Then a basic book about deep brain stimulation and research findings by Peter G. Bain. That is another one. And both of those, though we do not have it at the William Allen White Library, they are available through interlibrary loan. If you really want to go in depth with your research about this, I would suggest databases such as PsycInfo and Medline, and you can use these keywords, deep brain and Parkinson's. Really, you could use similar keyword phrases like deep brain stimulation and Parkinson's disease. There are a lot of scholarly journals in there. Let's go and check it out. You go over to PsycInfo, want to sign in. See, deep brain and Parkinson's is actually a very common phrase to search for here. Some of the things that come up are not in English, but you find out some information about how you're going to be after deep brain stimulation. A pilot study is assessing the feasibility of applying the very early stage Parkinson's disease. That's kind of interesting because there was a link on the LibGuide about late stage Parkinson's disease. Because this is an area that there is a lot of ongoing research, actually looking in some of these databases is a good way to really find some up-to-date information on it. So, suppose you've gone through all of this, you've figured out, okay, yeah, I want to do this. You can go up here to treatment resources. And we have here, if you are having trouble finding a neurosurgeon to do this, I mean, we really recommend that you try through your primary care provider or your neurologist that you are seeing for your Parkinson's treatment. But if you are having trouble finding one, I have links for treatment right here. You can find a board-certified neurosurgeon right here. Just click on that link. And it really is that easy. You punch in your area code, city, all this information, location information, and you can find a certified neurosurgeon in your area. And you can also get a consultation over at Neurology Consultants of Kansas. You would ordinarily be referred to neurology consultants by your primary care physician. But if you go on over here, you actually find some other stuff. You find the patient resources. You find out about the services that they provide. And that, of course, includes deep brain stimulation. You can also check out, again, there's still a lot of research going on. So a lot of the places that provide deep brain stimulation have done research on it. Kansas University is one of the relatively local universities that provides it and has done research on it. So you can go on over to their website and check that out. They have really, really basic information about it over here. But you find out about their team, that's very important in making your decision. And of course, we have some videos here for the loading in. There we go. You have deep brain stimulation for Parkinson's disease and treatment. That's given by a UCLA neurologist, and that's a little talk. It's about an hour long, and there are two different ways of doing it. You can do it with the patient asleep or the patient awake. So you have a webinar about asleep deep brain stimulation here and awake deep brain stimulation. A lot of the time they do it when with the patient awake, so that they can monitor the effect on the movements, and you'll find out about that in that video there. So I hope that this LibGuide provides you with enough information to make an educated decision about deep brain stimulation, so you can decide if you really do need it you need to incorporate it into your treatment regimen for your Parkinsonism. And I'm Sean Gaston. I am a reference librarian at Emporia State University, William Allen White Library. And if you have any further questions, you can reach me at sgaston, SGASTON, @g.emporia.edu.